It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys you'll be seeing tonight. This guy is, you know what I like to say, don't you, Kenny?
Oh,
he
yeah.
makes it look effortless. Is it fair to call him the best player in the league at this point?
There's no way to effectively guard him. So calling him the best player might be a name that he should be tagged on to Stephen Curry. There are some names to consider. Obviously, LeBron James, I can go down the list, but Steph Curry is at the top right now.
His efficiency, proficiency, and his ability to take over game arguably make him the best. He gets it done every night. It's like we're watching a video game when we watch this guy play.
Yeah, I've never seen a video game actually play basketball. It's amazing.
NBA 2K17, this guy.
I got to watch that, man.
You know what I like to say about him? He makes it look effortless. Kevin?
The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. Brent, as we move towards the middle of the season, teams can start to get mentally fatigued during the grind. How do players keep their focus during that stretch?
This is a great time for coaches to introduce a few interesting concepts, maybe put in some new plays or defensively challenge his teams during games where maybe they have a 15 or 20-point lead, and you can ask your team to switch up some of their coverages. That'll re-engage the mind of a player really quickly throughout the course of a season.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the 3. Now here is Holiday. Screened by Cousins. Hill against Durant. Pulls it up. The putback.
That play was all about AD and his hustle. Just a great job snagging that board and dropping it in.
Outside Curry. Outside Durant. He feeds it to Pachulia. Shot clock at 5. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Pondexter kicks to Davis. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Cousins. And that one hits back iron.
The offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Curry. Nice D from Cousins.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Tries to save it. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Curry. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Pachulia kicks to Thompson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Hill. That shot off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
Impressive to see that type of offensive onslaught on the road. They had the crowd stunned. Those fans couldn't believe how thoroughly their guys got dismantled tonight.
Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Durant kicks to Green. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. That one falls. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
If these guys are focused on making a push with the basketball, they can be very good.
Dishes it to Green. Feeds to Curry. Green, the screen. Pachulia kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Only one man back on D. Here's Holiday, and Thompson sends it back. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
And Holiday kicks to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
Warriors trail by 7. Now Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Right through the D for the layup.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Holiday against Curry. Holiday dishes to Davis. Outside Holiday. And Hill has it in the corner for 3. And Pachulia pulls it down.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
You know, we've had point forwards in the league before, but Draymond Green really, in a lot of ways, is a new breed of a point forward. I mean, he does it as an undersized power forward. It does it on a team that plays at an extremely high tempo. And remember, he's also asked oftentimes to guard centers and post players. And so when you factor in the overall versatility that he brings to your roster, he's as valuable as anybody in our league.
Good on the second free throw. And with Green, so often you'll see him grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, then set up the score. He really looks like a point guard.
Yeah, passes as well as any lead guard in our league, has a great idea of the moment, knows exactly when and where everyone is on the floor, and minimizes his turnovers as well, and has a terrific assist-to-turnover ratio. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. The pass to Durant, takes the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
Oh, and they also took a few jabs too, but as prolific as their offense was, there was no way they were going to be outscored in that one.
Now here's Green following the miss by Anthony Davis. Holiday against Curry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And when you see, Greg, this team play with Draymond Green, you can see that he's the heart and soul of the club.
As impressive as Green is on the stat sheet with all the triple-doubles, his intangibles are just as valuable. Steph Curry's the MVP of the league, but Draymond Green is the MVP of this team. And the first one at the line is good.
It's tied up with that one. And after a playoff appearance in 2015, a lot of optimism for the Pelicans coming into last season. Brent, it didn't play out that way, though, because of all the injuries.
Yeah, those injuries were just nasty for the Pelicans, but they've got Anthony Davis, a system that mirrors the way the league is going, a flexible five where they want to get up and down the floor. What they need is just some good luck in terms of the health of their basketball team.
Holiday with it. Now Green defending. Outside Holiday. Second chance shot, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 8. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. And you know, you look at the depth of the Warriors, never mind their dominant starting five, Greg. Their reserves are as good as some starting units in the NBA.
And for some teams, that can cause problems, where guys aren't playing as much as they feel they deserve. When you're playing for a team that's competing for a championship, though, players understand that some sacrifice is required.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. A good timeout here if that's the case. No reason to waste precious seconds to get together.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And they really feasted from beyond the arc. Quantity and quality. Boy, they filled it up. And when you can punish a defense like that from long range, it can be demoralizing.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Watch outside.
Curry with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Goes up to the stripe. The shot by Thompson, no good.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
Hill against Durant. Hill passes to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, you think about DeMarcus Cousins. Every time you feel like he's kind of nearing his ceiling, he just explodes through it. I mean, some of the stat lines he put up, they're legendary. And if he weren't already difficult enough to defend last year, he added the ability to stroke that three-pointer. I mean, you're talking about a 7-footer with the complete repertoire on the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cunningham, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. Thompson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday. And talking about Cousins' new outside shot, he hadn't taken more than 22 three-pointers in an entire season before last year. Wow, quite a change.
Yeah, everything Cousins is doing skill-wise on the money. Maybe you'd like for him to shoot for a higher field goal percentage, but that could be nitpicky. The important thing is the total effect he has on his team.
Basket good. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Gorgeous looking shot there. Cunningham seems to routinely drain those.
Green, the screen. Durant kicks to Green. No good on the triple.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Pass to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Durant. Davis sets a screen. And Moore kicks to Thompson. Fades and shoots. And Davis can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's definitely an argument to be made that Kevin Durant is the best offensive player in the league. He does not get as many touches as some of the premier players that we talk about often in this conversation, but he is unguardable at times. Commands so much attention on the offensive end and plays unselfish. What an amazing player.
And the first one drops. And Durant is on the short list of best scorers right now, Brent, in the NBA. Certainly it's him and Steph Curry as the top 2 options.
Both generational talents, that's for sure. And what's incredible is that Durant pretty much has been the same player and has had the same consistency his entire career. When it's all said and done, Kevin, he could finish as one of the greatest scorers to ever suit up.
And with new ownership and a new commissioner in the NBA, the league has been very proactive looking at the game and not being afraid, Brent, to tweak things here and there to make it better.
Well, I'm thinking about the hack-a-shack rule right away here.
I am too.
I actually don't even want to say it that way. I want to say the intentional foul rule because I can't stand it. It's
heck, Dwight, we could name about 10 players here that fall in that category.
Yeah, I think it's worth looking at, Kevin. I think it'd be interesting because from a strategy standpoint, there's a few things that you can do. I'm not going to go into them. You and I can go talk about
But
those
it does
later.
slow the game. The game is based on the beauty of flow and pace and tempo, and there's nothing that slows it down like that.
No, and we're talking about the entertainment part of basketball and how much it gets disrupted when the coaches elect to use the intentional foul rule. I will say this. Adam Silver, in the early stages of being commissioner in the NBA, is very much willing to listen to what it is that people are offering up. I think there's a great bit of flexibility with Adam Silver in the way that the commissioner's office is looking at the game, looking at making the game better, looking at the game and trying to make it a little more appealing to the fans, so I commend him on that.
Maybe the most progressive commissioner we have in all of sports right now.
Certainly the tallest.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Livingston, and he can't bank that one in. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Motiejunas dishes to Moore. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Moore passes to Motiejunas. Banked in off the glass. And now a 6-point Pelican lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. They set the pick. He kicks to McGee. Goes up off the pick. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Ashik. Ashik the screen for Thompson. West against Motiejunas. Screen by Ashik. Motiejunas kicks to Moore. From downtown, drops in the tray. Moore's got 5. Warriors trail by 7. The dish to McGee. Young outside. Pass to West. Back to Young. And it's slammed in by Young.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
West with the block. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Golden State moving the ball around. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Pelicans leading by 5. And Thompson kicks to Motiejunas. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Here's Moore. West with the block. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And of course there's the Pelicans, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And well, for the Warriors, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
The only people whose minds have changed are the people who said they were going to have a down year. There is no one left saying that.
Free throw good. Livingston.
And this Warriors team, so dominant on so many levels. But for me, what energizes them is that fluidity and that unselfishness of their offense. I mean, it's so much fun to play that way, and that joy feeds into every aspect of the game.
Livingston hits both of them. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Moore kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Ush. Moore outside. Here's Moniunas. Not going to go that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. And the Warriors with such terrific decision-making and ball movement. It's hard to beat them playing old-school isolation offense.
And modern NBA defenses make it hard to score that way. Meanwhile, the Warriors are able to create open looks time and time again with their skill level and constant motion.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. Moore with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Picked by West. From deep. And no good trying to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps.
A lot of face-up, like he do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Man, you get into that kind of zone, that's the feeling where you're invincible and it gets fun.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They've got Pachulia. West is out there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston. And it's Young in at the 2 spot. And Holiday kicks to Moniunas. Here's Hasek. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Great work from Hasek on the bucket inside, imposing his will there and giving the D no chance to get it away from him.
Picked by West. Off the screen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach, more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. The Pelicans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Nick Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And the Pelicans, since drafting Anthony Davis, have taken an impatient approach, trading away picks for veteran players.
I think they're being somewhat patient. I mean, you got Anthony Davis there, and so that's going to invite some players who become free agents to play alongside Kevin, a star that's going to create easier opportunities as he gets better. Moving forward, though, you have to consider whether they've capped out the upside of their roster.
Here's Thompson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Brent, when you played, you were known for your passing a point forward. Much of the time, it seems that ball movement has really become paramount for the best offenses in the NBA. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree, and I love the fact that you would classify me as a forward.
You could play
Forward,
any position.
Guard, wing,
you could play
wing.
4
it's
positions.
It's a positionless game nowadays,
and
Kevin.
you were
I don't know if you read articles.
And you were positionless in so many ways.
Sometimes the coach positioned me on the bench.
Unjustly. A nice shot by Pondexter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside Curry. Green kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
16 feet away, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
When Anthony Davis gets the rock and lets it go from there, he just makes it look so incredibly easy.
Kicks it to Pachulia. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Pachulia with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, Davis. Now the feed to Cousins. The kick out to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Green. Just 5 on the clock. Cousins at 3 off the mark.
You know, if you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open. I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Dishes it to Davis. Cousins inside. Pachulia covering. Back to Davis. And Hill has it in the corner. Cousins and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson inside the line. Offensive rebound. He nails it, and we're tied up. Green's got 5.
Well, this is familiar territory for him, scoring off the second chance opportunity.
Feeds it to Davis. Outside Hill. Davis setting the pick for Hill. Thompson against Holiday. He feeds it to Davis. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. The shot. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. New Orleans moving the ball around. Cousins with a screen on Thompson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Curry against Holiday. Green the screen. And Thompson kicks to Green. 13 feet away. And he hits the jump shot. Green's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. New Orleans gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Holiday. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
And the challenge for Drew Holiday over the last handful of seasons, Brent, has been his health. A stress fracture in his right tibia cost him a lot of games.
Man, it's really hard to establish a rhythm in a game where the coach is telling you we're reaching your limit and they got to pull you out of the game. A former All-Star in Philadelphia, he's a guy they need out on the court, and he needs to continue to produce.
And the first one at the line is good.
Thinking about Drew Holiday's size, the one thing you would think about is that he could finish around the rim with great efficiency. That has not always been the case, and I'm sure in the offseason that he's worked on that, trying to finish with contact and improve himself by getting to the free throw line for easy scoring opportunities.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. And for Holiday, he can certainly get into the lane, but finishing amidst the tall timber or working himself to the line, that's a big part of it.
You know, in 2015-16, Kevin, he did a better job of getting to the line, but sometimes when you come off of injury, you're a little reticent to go in there and take that kind of contact. As the season goes on, I'd love to see him establishing that confidence again and getting in there.
Fires at the elbow. Cousins, no one around him, and too long on the shot.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
You know, give Klay Thompson a tremendous amount of credit for not only knowing his role, but accepting it. I mean, he is the perfect sidekick to go along Steph Curry. And, you know, some people talk about maybe he goes somewhere else to be a bigger star. He is a superstar in our league. He just accepts the fact that maybe I won't get every individual accolade in order to chase the hardware. And kudos to him, because there's not any jealousy that's really accumulated over time between he and Steph. It's more of a brothership and respect that they have, and that's why they've been one of the more dominant teams we've ever seen.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And one thing I thought was such a great comment from Klay Thompson, Greg, was when he was asked if he would ever leave Curry to be the top star on his own team, his response was simply, why would I do that?
Exactly. And that says all you need to know about Klay. He could be a star on his own team, but knows it's better to win titles as a sidekick. Also knows just how lucky he is to be the backcourt mate of Steph Curry.
And you look at Anthony Davis's offensive game, a very capable ball handler. But you know what, Brent? He scores best playing off the ball sometimes, catching and making plays inside.
Well, I love his decision-making right there in that instance, because he rarely takes bad shots. Maybe one of the most underrated parts of his game is that he just doesn't turn the ball over very much. And for a high usage rate guy, that's impressive stuff.
So he gets them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Holiday against Curry. A floater, and the rejection by Cousins. And now the Pelicans on the break. Green with the block. To the inside. The dive for the ball. Here's Pachulia, and Pachulia with the dunk.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
And to think that at this point, it's clear that Kevin Durant will end up being one of the greatest small forwards ever to play the game. He just does so much, Brent, and does it so well that everything he does, he makes look so easy.
Well, one of the great points about Kevin Durant in showing that greatness, Kevin, is he does other things so subtly. Great rebounder, good passer, defensively stepping up and taking on the challenge later on here in the career. So across the board, zero weak spots in KD's game.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Hill. Hollis Thompson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Drew Holiday. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Cunningham. Not enough on that one as it misses. Durant for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's a three-point Warrior lead.
Well, for a tall guy, Durant has such dexterity and rhythm on the catch and shoot. It's just interesting to watch.
Thompson dishes to Cousins. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thompson against Thompson. And the pass to Curry. Shot off the pick. That one wide left.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Deflects the pass. Thompson outside. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
No good from Moore. The Warriors leading. Thompson for the triple. That shot off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Moore passes to Cousins. That one off the back iron and out.
Not quite sure why he felt the need to rush that one. He had all the time in the world and just threw it up before he was ready to go.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yep, he got up ahead of steam and no one could come over to stop him.
To the inside, Davis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
New Orleans making a switch here. Monty Eunice has checked in. And out of Georgetown University, Hollis Thompson, a three-point specialist at shooting guard.
Yeah, how about a lanky 6'8"? He's got great length for the position, and that helps him defensively. Primarily a catch-and-shoot guy, not someone you want to rely on to create his own shot.
And here is Green. A 20-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
It felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
It's stolen by Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Curry. Now the dish to McGee. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Look at the way the game is played, Brent. Defensive versatility is so valuable.
Well, I love the fact that you can have defensive versatility and then also you can have defensive intellect. So if you have guys who can't shut somebody down, you can use that intellect to switch defenses and confuse offensive schemes that may come at you with a multiple-pronged attack.
That's good from McGee. In the city of New Orleans, still grappling with the legacy of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. So much devastation. But, Brent, this city has really come back, and their bounce back has been inspirational.
Well, it has been inspirational, and it continues to inspire people around this city to great, great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans in some huge ways. Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
West against Mota Eunice. He kicks it to Cunningham. Back to Mota Eunice. 4 on the clock. Pass to Usher. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Livingston dishes to McGee. It's Durant on the wing. And then Durant with the jam.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Moore outside. The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Moore with it. West picks him up. This one for 3. No good from Moore.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And here's Young from the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Moore passes to Thompson. And Asha kicks to Moore. Pass to Matajunas. Looking to end the run. Cunningham's shot is off.
You know, it's tough. A guy buries a shot on one end, and you want to go right back at him on the other. He tried it there, but just couldn't knock it down.
Livingston dishes to West. Young passes to McGee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Matajunas.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. And the Pelicans surrendering a 2015 draft pick that turned into Sam Decker in exchange for Omer Ashik. Not a bad trade for a starting center.
Yeah, for a team that lacked a proven center after they gave up Robin Lopez, it made a lot of sense. And they doubled down on Omer and gave him a new $60 million contract in 2015. They hope that he's the answer inside and can play some minutes alongside AD.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Andre Iguodala has continued to display his versatility throughout his career. He was a former All-Star and, of course, the Finals MVP in 2015 and the leader of the Warriors' elite bench unit. He said, "I really try to lead by example. When the first unit's playing well, we try to maintain. When they aren't connecting quite like they should be, it's our job to come in and fix that." Kevin, he's always been one of the team leaders in plus-minus.
A coach on the floor, D.A. Thanks. And McGee kicks to Livingston. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pelicans trail by 6. Thompson with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Fires it up. The shot, no good. West with some nice D. Here's Durant. Rebounded by Moore.
Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't.
He got it!
Man!
He got it!
This is what you've got to do.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
He's excited.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points and 4 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the game.
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Here's Curry. They've got Hill. Holiday out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Monty Eunice in at the 4 slot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Holiday. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Holiday's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Down low. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Monty Eunice. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Now the Warriors moving it up. Monty Eunice with the steal. And here they come. For the lead. And Cousins puts it back in. Cousins has got 8 points.
And that's one of his best attributes is his passes hit guys in stride.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Elbow shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I don't even know why he's attempting some of those shots. It's just not smart basketball, and he needs to be more patient and let the offense come to him naturally.
And Cousins kicks to Pondexter. Cousins with a screen on Durant. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go either for Cousins. The Warriors trailing to the paint. Then Julia with the dunk. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Cousins, the pass to Hill. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. 9 points in the game so far.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for Monty Eunice. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Holiday dishes to Cousins. Shoots. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and at this point his confidence.
Holiday with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pondexter no good. Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks to Thompson from the baseline. Here's Green. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot.
Good.
1 free throw coming his way.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State. Free throw good, Green. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right side Holiday. And they get it. Buries it from 3-point range. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love the rhythm that Drew showed on that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Curry passes to Thompson. Curry dishes to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off
if they recommit to attacking the basket.
Here's Holiday. He's got 10. He dishes it to Ashe. Screen by Cousins. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Hill has the open look, and it's Omer Ashe with the foul. That's his first foul. Warriors leading by 7. Outside Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Picked by Pachulia. Iguodala kicks to Pachulia. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Holiday against Curry. Kicks it to Pondexter. From 11 feet away, the putback. Rebound by Iguodala.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
From deep. Curry can't get it to go. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
And Holiday kicks to Ashe. Outside Hill. There's the feed to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. And Brent Gentry usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it, when it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
That's good from Green. Both free throws good from Green.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Start it.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. He's really stood out for them over the past month, averaging 21 points per game, just over 2 steals and 4 assists. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Curry kicks to Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Cousins. 9th in blocks, 10th in scoring. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 13. Holiday, the pass to Pondexter. Ashik dishes to Holiday. Feeds it to Cousins. To halt the run, and the shot goes down. Cousins has got 10 points in the game.
A fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
Warriors leading by 11. And Thompson kicks to Green. Curry is inside, guarded by Holiday. Thompson for three. Not going to go that time, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
The first one falls. So for the Pelicans, Cunningham comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Etuan Moore checking in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Warriors, West is checked in for Pachulia. Young comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And so Thompson nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Hill. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 6 points for him.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Picked by West. Dishes it to Young. He feeds it to Thompson. Now Livingston. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shots good from Young.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And knowing that's the kind of D the opposition has been playing, he's going straight for the jugular, just like he should.
Pondexter kicks to Moore. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Ashik. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good from Moore.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. To the middle, here's Livingston. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Hollis Thompson's checked in for New Orleans. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Pelicans trail by 18. Thompson, high post. Young's there. Passes to Ashik. Moore outside. Clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. And the shot falls short this time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Iguodala outside. On its way from Young for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And some of that discrepancy is due to better shot selection. It's really that simple. But I also think they've made more contested shots.
Brent, you often see players talking with an official after a call or an on-call. Were you ever able to make headway with the ref by talking to them after a play, whether you agreed, disagreed, or whatever?
Well, the biggest part about it, Kevin, it's all about your approach. So if you walk up to the referees and you're kind and you're courteous, they're going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So it's all about your timing and your approach with the officials to point out something that may be happening in the game or a trend that you see in the early part of the game, just to draw their attention to some of that action during the course of a period.
Did coaches always make players aware of who is officiating and what to look for?
I really never had a coach in a pregame meeting, Kevin, come in and mention the officials who were reffing that game that night. Never happened in my career.
Iguodala with the steal. The dish now to Young. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
Well, lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
And Andre Iguodala isn't the first option in offense he once was, Greg, but he still can come up with the occasional big game and clutch shot when he's out there in crunch time.
Yeah, he doesn't always start, but tends to finish games for the Warriors. One of the more clutch players at hitting big shots at the end. Always steps up in a huge way for the marquee matchup.
Modiunas against West. And here's Young from the arc. Good D by Thompson. Pelicans trail by 18. Here's Cunningham. Hits the three-point bomb. Cunningham's got 5.
A great 3-ball from Cunningham there. He shows no fear in attempting those kind of shots.
Livingston with it. He's got 7. And McGee kicks to Young. West passes to Iguodala. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Moore kicks to Modiunas. There's a screen by Modiunas. It's stolen by West. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Shoots from 12. A second chance effort. McGee with the block. And they get it back. Thompson for 3. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Yeah, easy call.
For New Orleans, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. 2 shots. That's good from Moore. And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Durant's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Now here's Livingston. He has 7. Left side Durant. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Durant's got 18 points.
So capable of going through dominant stretches that leave the opponents shell-shocked. Durant almost laughing at this point.
There's a screen by Modiunas. And Moore kicks to Modiunas. Kick out to Moore. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 15. Durant in the corner. Inside. McGee's shot is off.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
West dishes to Durant. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Here's Thompson. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
The first one falls. And so Thompson nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 13. Livingston kicks to Durant. It's Young on the wing. Puts it up from 17, and he gets the jumper to drop. Young's got 6 here in this quarter. And Moore kicks to Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I think that's exactly the shot they wanted, Kevin. He can make that one all day long.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the score and let's compete. Just compete. That's all. Not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Durant is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Pachulia in at the 5. Warriors leading by 13. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Pelicans shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And Davis is getting every shot he wants out there. It could be a very, very special night for him at this rate.
Picked by Pachulia. Here's Livingston. That one a little long.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Warriors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Davis. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
2.
Omer Ashi, he's checked in for Davis. He's off on the first. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Pondexter, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
Green, no luck. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cousins. Holiday dishes to Pondexter. And Cousins kicks to Holiday. Launches it. They get the rebound. Hill. And Durant sends it back.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
Holiday, the pass to Cousins. He kicks to Pondexter. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Here's Green, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 10. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Durant against Hill. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Green kicks to Durant. And Curry has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Down low, a Sheik, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And to think that Omer Asik at one point was a top 5 defensive center in the NBA, but he's fallen off a little bit. I think a lot of the reason why is because the game is just changing. It might not sound like much, but with his offensive game far from being a strong suit, it's really hurting his value around the league.
Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 10 points for Steph Curry.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Pick up by Hill. Curry against Holiday. Shot on the wing. Kept alive. Here's Asik, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And the free throw game is something Asik can definitely work on. He's very hit and miss from there.
And you look at the numbers for Asik last season, not rebounding as well or scoring, Brent, as well as he had. And his rate of turnovers, as your analytics tell you, going up.
Yeah, not great on the rim protection numbers last year. He showed some signs that he could be dominant down there, but that's fallen by the wayside. Less minutes and less activity for Asik. We'll see if he recovers this year.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 8. Durant dishes to Curry. And the layup's good off the glass.
And practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever his team needs to win, he'll do it.
And what's crazy to think about with Curry is that he was signed to such an affordable contract before he, too, made the leap to stardom because of concerns about his ankles. That has not, though, recently been a problem for him.
And the team must be thanking their lucky stars for that good fortune. Very serious concerns at one point that Curry would never be able to play a full season. Had the procedure done to take away tissue and change his approach with ankle sprains, and he's been as good as it gets.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Holiday against Curry. And Asik kicks to Holiday. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots. Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Holiday with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Pondexter. He dishes it to Hill, and it's good for 2.
Well, in basketball, chemistry is everything. I'm not sure in chemistry if basketball is everything, but you saw it there on that inbounds play with the connection between those two guys.
Curry passes to Durant. Outside, Green lets the 3 fly. Curry can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 8. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Screen by Cousins. The wide open look here for Holiday. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Holiday's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Green dishes to Pachulia. Green the screen. Pachulia kicks to Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-5 run. Curry with the steal by himself. And Green slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
A terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
Monty Eunice is checked in for New Orleans. That one is no good. The kick out to Holiday. High post Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
Enjoyed that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Curry passes to Durant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
To the inside. Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks to Green. On the wing, Thompson. Pachulia dishes to Green. And Green slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And they're able to recover. And Cousins gets it to go. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And Curry, here we go. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Moniunas kicks to Holiday. The feed now to Cousins. Fires from 14. Offensive rebound. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The free throw drops for Pachulia.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pelicans trail by 8. Pondexter with it, picked up by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And here is Curry. Green with a screen on Holiday. Lobbed up there for Green.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Cousins. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And there it is for him. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Moniunas kicks to Holiday. Pick up by Hill. Holiday, the pass to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry against Holiday. But they recover it. Green missing again. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Curry against Holiday.
Come to me.
Outside Hill. Pondexter kicks to Holiday. Here's Moniunas. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. On the wing, Green shoots the 3. Moniunas grabs the miss. Moniunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hill dishes to Holiday. It's back to Hill. Kicks to Cousins. Shoots from the elbow. It's deflected, but they get it back. And it doesn't even draw iron. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 21 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Curry against Holiday. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Not one of their better efforts, as you can tell by the score. They've been low energy for most of the night.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Offensive rebound. Holiday. Green with the block. They get it back. Good. 16 points for Drew Holiday.
Now Holiday looking comfortable there when he gets in close.
Warriors leading by 9. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. Thompson for 3. Unis grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 23.
Great instincts on his part right there to sense the opening and then exploit it.
Here's Curry. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Maybe a great run of games coming here. Let's see if he can keep building on this performance.
The jump hook. That doesn't go either for Cousins. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Right side Hill trying to break that ice-cold streak. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
The free throw drops for Unis. The Warriors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Curry. Thompson outside. Green, the screen. It's Thompson off the drive. Yep, it counts.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
And that's part of good coaching. The last thing you want to do is have total control of the game and give some back at the end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's a good screen. Holiday with the 3.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
Curry passes to Durant. Cousins against Pachulia. Green dishes to Thompson. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 9. 12 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Still got to finish strong, though. play with a bit of pride.
"12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Tupac. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Now Livingston. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Andre. I know if you could bottle a game like tonight, you would. But what's the key as you look forward to these upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys will be ready to play.
Great performance tonight, Andre. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green. Man, did he heat up in the second half. Everything coming up roses. It's amazing what he's capable of when he gets going.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
Draymond Green wins games for you. It's just that simple. The energy, the intensity that he brought onto the floor tonight is incredible. Defensively, he's one of the few guys in the league that can guard all 5 positions. That alone makes Draymond Green a unique and special talent.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, spectacular, just great. See you.
Good night.